What's up, YouTube? This is Mr. Willis, and this is Waking Up, Mr. Willis. Ah, man, crazy day, but I always got to thank the Most High first. Thank Him, appreciate Him for being with you, teaching you, because if He's with you, He's with you, and He's always been with you. That's one thing I really know, and today is one of those eye-opener days, going to work, and to see Him, just to know, like, we gotta know what time we in. First off, I'm gonna speak on that first. Christmas. What's Christmas? And then a lot of people want to think that's Christ's birthday, but really that's the day, the man that they so-called Jesus, because they gave him that name, but that's the day that they killed him, they tortured him, and he died, and we passing out gifts on that day. Think about that. I'm gonna let that, you just think about that one, okay? And now this season is here, right? The day is upon us. You know what I mean? Even the day of what's that? Thanksgiving. We all know what that's about, right? So that's another day, a day of slaughter, though. Imagine that. Think about it. Let that sink in, right? A day of slaughter. And I think about these days, and I think about in the hood, and as a youngster, I should think about, like, damn, a lot of dudes get knocked off on Christmas in LA. Like, man, over here, like, dudes get knocked off. Christmas, Thanksgiving, dudes is riding on those days. I'm like, man, why is so much bloodshed? And these is in our days, right? Think about that. A lot of bloodshed, massacres, if you want to call them, leading up to the day that Jesus died. Like, y'all really got to think about what's really going on. Not to say y'all got to really, but that makes me to just say, if you got an ear to hear it, please hear it. And I think this should be a video that go viral. This message should be like, you know what I mean? Like, because He always been with you. You know what I mean? If you know who He is, He's speaking, and you know how He speaks, He always been with you. So I'm just telling you about this season and telling you about these days and making you, like, wake up and watch out, like, because today was so eerie for me. And hey, always something telling me to watch out, for the provokers, and like, they was everywhere. You could see them, see how they act and see how they come at you, because you got to realize these people are your enemy. And then it's like, not even these people, because I don't want to categorize like a color. These beings, these whatever is inside their meat suit, whatever is inside they avatar, whatever you want to call these people, you know what I mean? Because they not like you and me. They're not. Period. It's like we cannot have no room or no sympathy for them. We can't. They have no sympathy for us. Especially around this time when Thanksgiving, Christmas, for the really people who know what Christmas is. So leading up to that, they're trying to get as many as they can. Come to realize that. They try to get as many of us as they can. And I was like, wow, there's so many of us brothers getting knocked out when they come and riding it. I don't ever see them ride, but I just see the aftermath of what's going on. Like, man, it's knocked over. Because I'm in the city. If you know me, you know me. And for the ones that know me, yeah, inner city Los Angeles, like, I know what it is, So, like, just like today is very eerie, and around this time and these weekend and into these days, I believe we in the book of Revelations. If you're not a Bible believer, just believe in some type of prophecy. believe in if you don't wake up, things will repeat itself. History does repeat itself. You know, and that lets you think like time keeps going back and forth type over and over, or not the time, but like man, it's just, man, if you had an ear to hear, right? Because things keep revolving and going over and over. You know, it's nothing new under the sun, right? So, like, they want to take as many of us as they can in this season. You know, like Jesus died on that day, and they giving gifts, and they want you to give gifts and participate. Like, so I'm just saying for the ones who know and see, like, you gotta stay clear of everything right now, of all these different individuals, because you might think these people is your people, man, and they just a meat suit, or there's some type of other energy, like, and you can feel them. And that's why I wanted to say how you could determine who these people are. You get a, like, not a confused feeling around them, but it's like, you know, you by yourself, you just straight, everything is straight ahead. But around these type of people, individuals, you like trying to gather your thoughts, you can say. Whenever you're feeling you're trying to gather your thoughts, when somebody's talking to you, whenever you're engaging with somebody and you just like, you're talking to them, you're engaging, but you kind of like almost spaced out while they're talking to you. That's that bad energy. It's something you cannot, it's like opposite, like the magnet, boom, trying to bounce it, like you actually bouncing. It's like, you got to understand like what is really happening to you. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like every time you encounter with somebody, it's like, it's not the vibe. It's not a good encounter. You could feel it. It's in you. And then when you walk up there, like, damn, that shit was weird. But you maintain all the time. You maintain your focus and your composure, and that's all that shit. You know, but they is on, you just like, what the fuck? But you just maintain it. Then you probably walk away, and then, you know, even if it's a bad encounter, you gotta really stay away from them. If, you know, you walk away, you can still hear them talking. Like, you walk away, you still hear them like yapping, but you might turn, but no, that's them. Please believe me and hear what I'm saying. That's them. Because you would later be like, damn, why the fuck it kept going on and on? That's them. Because you're a positive and peaceful person, because that's what you, like, that's what you need, I could say. And I'm going on like this season, you know, and Takeoff died around this season. And he was a positive individual. Understand? I heard, to understand and overstand, he had like 30 million stacked. You think the other amigos had $30 million stacked? Any one of them niggas had $30 million stacked? That really like touched my soul. That like, I liked it, that fool. You know, and come to find out why I like fools. You know what I mean? These certain type of individuals, why I gravitate and like them, like, man, he's a cool dude, you know, like, because they of that. Do you understand why? Do you gravitate to certain people? Ain't nothing in this world just not for no reason. Period. 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 When I say period, period, I come to realize that. Period. If a person show you their colors, that's who they are. Period. Period. When I say that, you gotta understand that. Like, so imagine how they was doing my boy, and he's really of that light and seeing different things and playing with him, because he's of that light, you know. And they could have sucked him in where, oh man, you know, like, let's hear me out. For the ones that hear, to believe in sacrifice. Get him to sacrifice yourself. Because some people will sell out. You gotta understand, you signed that contract, okay? And everybody around you trying to get you to understand and overstand. Something gotta be happening. And it could be your sister, because you have so much love for your family member. Just overstand and understand. Young Dolph. Understand and overstand. I'm getting into it, and I just saying who got an ear to hear. Okay? And you say, because you love your sister so much, you know, we need you to do it, because all of them is, you know, and they say he was aware of something going on. Maybe. They say he was drinking out of empty glass. Maybe. And he bit the apple. Maybe. You know, or, you know, even regardless of the fact, he was, to me, was a sacrifice. If he didn't know or he did know. You know, because when the boy, so-called Quavo, read the letter, it was all about himself. Period. It was all about himself. How you gonna write a letter and you his cousin or his nephew, that's your cousin or you're his uncle, whatever, and it was all pretty much about yourself, pumping yourself up, okay? We got that fact out of there. That's a fact. He showed his colors, so we know who he worked for, period. Okay? And then them Houston people fools, or what is the fools? Mob tie fools, period. Put that mural in front, and I know really no rest in peace they call, period. You see what they put in front? It was a shout out to themselves, period. Nothing else to talk about, period. Okay? That's a fact around this time. So we know who they work for, period. So now I'm getting on the other nigga. What's this nigga name? All right, take off on Quavo Offset, period. When I say period, look at every picture. Like 85% of the pictures that he take, and you can't scrub on them pictures. 85% of the pictures that he take off is in there. Looking Offset eyes. Please, for the ones that can see, look in Offset eyes and look how he look at. I see envy. I can tell what envy is. I could tell when somebody got some motives. Just looking in their eyes. Look in that fool Offset eye. He cannot hide his eyes. And look how he looks at Takeoff. Look how he look at Takeoff. I see envy. I see it. I see it, period. So that let me know who he worked for. All right? They all envied that dude. Because I could understand and understand what kind of dude he was. Because when he said, when in the Quavo letter, he said when Takeoff speaks, it's law. Because I imagine the situation I speak and I imagine what's going on. How can I get and, you know, be, and I can imagine how he could be, you know, guys that's really like about that, like he just quiet, but when it's action, it's action. When he speak with the roar of the Most High. They know when a lion roars. Best believe in that. He got 30 million stacked. We gotta convince this fool he's a sheep. Or he was the sheep. Overstand and understand where we at. Because he is gone. He's not here. Oh, shit, growing. So overstand and understand. He is gone. I'm in your face. You know? Because I'm tired. And this is my avenue. People I deal with and I like, especially around this season, for something like that, because they will sacrifice you, especially in this time and this day. And this is part of, imagine if we are in a part of Revelation when who they been praying to, they didn't think they was gonna see, who they was always worshiping. Imagine if he came to knocking on their door and said, you gotta pay up. Just imagine. You gotta pay me. Pay me. You been playing. I'm here. You didn't think I was coming? You didn't think I was coming? Think I was coming to see you. And guess what? He came to see him. That's what I believe. He came to see him. And they gotta pay in blood. And they haven't been paying. So what you think? They know their time is up. Ooh. You don't think they do? Been playing with that boy. Now he wants something for that. Y'all gotta pay me. Especially in this season. I need a gift. Y'all think it's not... Ooh, man. That just hit my soul like... Y'all don't think it's not real? He need a gift. Don't be that gift. Don't be that gift. Do you understand me or overstand me? Don't be that gift. I'm talking about in the season. I done gave you fact after fact, and like look at it and look at the pictures of this fool in that pictures and see how he looked at that dude. You know, like a lot of dudes get knocked out. I mean, I felt this dude like it was something different about this one. You know, and it's like, okay, we gotta speak because it's up here as it's speaking and speak. Shout out to Kanye, to Ye, give him his respect. You know, because a lot of sacrifice. What is y'all talking about? It's just clear cut in this day. If you've been living long enough, you know it. Connect the dots. You could play that. You could know how to do that, man. Shit. You know, I was just like, I'm just shouting out like, man, this is it. It's real out here. It's real in the field. You know what I mean? Because I see him trying to line me up. The little ones that's still hanging on. Okay, it's coming around, still coming around, and still like playing these little games, like everything I see, and I see who you play for. Picked up, you know, like I see who you play for. And I just wanted to say too, it's messages in everything you see. Like Teen Titans is one of the biggest ones that show you their realm, I could say. Because we see people hopping out portals, and I'll be like, yeah, they hopped out of portal. That shit look crazy how it opened up. Like you hopped out a wallet or some shit. Not a wallet, but an envelope type of shit. Like, you know, and I see on Teen Titans where they hopping out, walking through these same type of things that will open up and they will just walk through. Kind of shape, you know, just giving imagination to people, you know, use your imagination because it's stranger than fiction. Just life, reality. Real reality is stranger than fiction. And you couldn't accept it or handle it. How about that? You know what I mean? So, shout out to the ones that I see that, because I see you motherfuckers coming to my job with all this weird shit. Like, gang stalking is real. These motherfuckers is real. They come in your job with Satan. Like I don't see that type of shit until they bringing these weird motherfuckers in my job. Weird. I mean, weird. I'm just like, they popped out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Fingernails painted. You could just, I'm telling you, you could tell who they are. They got these weird tattoos and fingernails, all kind of colors, and tongue rings and shit all up in they, like, man, how you get up there? Man. It's real in the field. That's all I want to tell you. It's real in the field. It's realer than real in the field, I wanted to say. I could keep going on and on, but I'm going to cut it off because it's almost at the 20 minutes. You know, I might go 20 minutes. Yeah, fuck, I used to go 10. I'll make it 20. Fuck it. But it's real in the field. And we in the field every day. It's not no joke. I'm in the field right now. This is the field. Because they own all this shit. They see me. Let me straighten up. Shit. They see me. Shit. I can't do nothing fucking about it. They see me. What can I do about it? And I want to say too, because I got 1 minute. The sun will heal you. The sun will give you gifts. The sun. And I don't mean where my little baby boy at? How about that? I don't mean where my baby boy at. The sun will give you gifts. The sun will give you knowledge. You know why? I would tell you why. Let it burn off, baby. It's hotter than a firecracker, man. You let that sun beam on you, man. That sun ray, ooh, it will burn it off. You think you would have a natural high. maybe 20 minutes. But this is Mr. Willis. We always got to thank the Most High for being the Most High. I thank y'all for tuning in and being part of this experience. Life-altering experience. Man, it's up. Like Ye says, up. They know. I know. I feel like, how they say, what's that? Dragon Ball Z? It's us. It's up. So this been Mr. Willis. And you gotta remember, you just have been awoken. Just a little like if you gotta hear that. Just a little subscribe if you gotta hear that. Just a little share if you gotta hear that. And you have been awoken. Peace.